Okay, if you didn't watch my first video, this is part 2 of things that piss me off. It's kind of a stupid thing, and I know a lot of people have done it, but it's just been driving me crazy. These things have been happening to me a lot, and they've just been pissing me off, so I just really need to talk about it. Okay, so this is part 2. So I'm just going to get right into it, and I'm going to also say before, for either of these videos, if you do these things, I'm not directly hating on you. It's a lot of mainly people I know or people that I've come across that have been doing these things. They've just been happening a lot lately, and if you do it once or twice, or if you do it repeatedly, it's not a big deal. It's just been happening to me a lot, and it's just been driving me crazy. So I apologize. I don't mean to offend anyone. I just needed to get it off my chest so that I can be a happier person. Okay, so this is one thing that's been driving me absolutely crazy. So all this hipster crap, like I knew this before you did. I knew Josh Hutcherson before he was PETA. I knew Paramore before it was in Twilight. I knew Danny Radcliffe when he was in David Copperfield. I knew Tom Felton when he was in The King and I. Whatever that movie was. I don't even remember. I knew this person before it was he was in this. I don't care. I knew Josh Hutcherson. I was in 6th grade when Bridge to Terabithia came out. I read the book, and we were planning a trip to go see the movie, but I saw the movie. I loved Josh Hutcherson. I love him. I absolutely love him. I adore him as PETA. I adored him as Jesse Aarons. And I loved him in The Sithera. But you don't see me going around posting on my Facebook and my Twitter, oh yeah, I knew Josh Hutcherson before he was PETA. Because I don't care. Like, no one cares. No one needs to know that. No one gives a shit when you knew someone. I don't. Other people might. I don't. I don't need to hear about it on my Tumblr and on my Instagram and on my Facebook and my Twitter. I don't care what you liked first. I just care what you like now. Because really, if you started liking Josh Hutcherson because he was PETA in the Hunger Games, that's amazing. At least you like him. Like a lot of people, the same thing with Tobuscus. I have only been watching Tobuscus since December of last year. But I am probably one of the biggest fans that I know. I don't know that many people that are fans of him, but I'm a huge fan. I have a shirt. I watch videos on all of his channels. I'm a dedicated audience member of Buscus. I have a Tumblr blog about him, and I'm not saying that I'm a bigger fan than anyone else, because really, I am not the hugest fan. I have not been watching his videos since 2006. In 2006, I was 12. Okay? I'm not gonna watch his videos when I was 12. I didn't even watch YouTube when I was 12, I don't think, except to watch, like, little stuff. I wasn't even allowed to have a YouTube I wasn't allowed to have a Facebook when I was 12. So I apologize that I couldn't watch him then. Okay? So, oh crap. Give me 1 second, I have to grab my charger. If I had any software or any idea how, I would edit that part out, but I don't know anything about editing or anything, so I'm just gonna leave it in. It wasn't very long, and I apologize that I didn't have my cord. So anyway, so yes, and if I'm kind of that, kind of is when people hate on me for, like not being something for very long. I'm sorry that I only started reading Harry Potter since like the 5th movie was coming out. I thought Harry Potter was stupid when I first heard about it. I was like, it's about a guy who's a wizard. That's dumb. And then my friend was like, read it, read it, read it. You will thank me for it. So I read it, and I loved it. That just goes to show that you can't judge a book by its cover. You have to read it. It's the same thing with Twilight. I was like, I don't want to read it. It looks stupid. My sister made me read it. I didn't like it. And this is something I can speak about because I've read all 4 books. I read all 4 of the Twilight books. I read all 7 of the Harry Potter books. I read all 3 of the Hunger Games books. I hate when people will like talk about stuff, but they haven't read it. Like they'll be like, "Oh yeah, Harry Potter was so stupid." I was like, "Did you read it?" Like, no. What are you judging this on? The movies? No, you can't judge serious by its movies. 90% of the movies suck. The Twilight series, here I'll tell you, for The Hunger Games, I really did like the first movie. I mean, obviously I would read the book over the movies, but the movie was really well done. I really loved the movie. Harry Potter, I loved the first two movies. I loved the third movie. I loved the fourth movie. The fifth movie got like half its stuff cut out. The sixth movie I feel didn't have enough Tom Riddle in it. And the seventh movie I think did really great, except for when Harry broke his wand before fixing his own. Seriously? No. But I love Harry Potter. I'll watch the movies over and over again, and I'll read the books forever. I'll read the books to my children, and I'll watch the movies with my kids. Twilight? Same with Hunger Games. I'll read and watch Hunger Games with my kids all the time. But not Twilight. I'm sorry. If you love Twilight, I apologize, and I'm not going to talk about it more than this. But I don't like it. I actually like the movies. I'll watch the movies before I read the books again. I didn't like the books. I didn't like how they were written. I didn't like how Bella was just whiny, and I just wasn't a fan of the books. I really do like the movies though. They're actually not bad. I do like the first part of Breaking Dawn better than I like the first part of the book of Breaking Dawn. I seriously, reading it, had to take a 2-month break. Right in the middle of it, because I couldn't keep reading it. I had to take a break from it. I read Harry Potter 7. And then went back. So, but it's these little things is that if you've seen, here's my thing. People will judge books or series based on like reading 2 or 3 books. Like a book from a Harry Potter series, or a book from a Twilight series, or a book or a movie, or like I can safely judge Harry Potter, Twilight, and Hunger Games because I've seen all the movies and I've read all the books. If you haven't done that, you have no room to judge anything except for the book that you read or the movie that you watched. You can't base a series on that one book or that one movie or that one set of movies. So, that's just something that drives me crazy. Something else that drives me crazy is when upperclassmen say you can do that because you're a freshman. Freshman? I'm sorry. That's terrible. That's ridiculous, especially sophomores. Like, you were a freshman last year. You have no right to say that. Even seniors that say it drive me crazy. I cannot stand when people say that. I've never said it. I'm never going to say it because it's stupid. That was really a nerdy thing too. People who hate on things I like in front of me drive me crazy. Like, if I'm talking about a new Glee episode with one of my friends, like, oh yeah, oh my god, Blaine is so hot, I love him. Because I do, because I love Dan Chris. That's another thing. Everyone's like, oh yeah, I knew Dan Chris from Harry Potter musical before I saw him on Glee. Me too. But I don't care, because I just love that I have more opportunities to stare at his gorgeous face and listen to his gorgeous voice. I admit it. Guilty as charged. Lock me up. So I'm talking about that with my friends. It's like, oh, Glee sucks. I can't even stand Glee. Glee is so stupid. I hate it. They suck. They ruin every song. Don't tell me that. Your opinion is not gonna change my opinion. I'm just gonna hate you more for just coming up. I don't care. If you don't like Glee, come like, oh, I don't really like Glee, then get out of the conversation. I don't need to hear you go on and on about how much you hate it. If you hate it, don't listen to my conversation. If someone comes up to me and they're like, oh, do you like, Justin Bieber? I'll be like, no, I don't really like his music. I'm not really a fan. They'll be like, okay. And I'll be like, okay, let's go on and do whatever heck else we want to do. And that's fine. I get out of the conversation. I don't go up to people who are talking about Justin Bieber and be like, oh, I want in the conversation. Oh, Justin Bieber. Because I don't care. I don't want to talk about him if I don't like him. So why are people coming up to me and crapping at me about shows I like? I like shows and you like shows, and just because we don't like the same shows doesn't mean I don't have feelings. I mean, seriously, I saw this post on Tumblr today that was like, it said like, someone says I hate you and it's fine, good, it's like a little conversation thing, and it's like someone else, I hate you, you say fine, and someone goes, you're ugly, whatever, and it says, this person can't sing, and and you just flip out, and that's exactly what I do. I go crazy when people are like, oh yeah, this person's like, and I don't go crazy like, oh no, they're so crazy, and I'm trying to change them. Just like, don't talk to me about that. I don't give a crap what you say. It's not gonna change my opinion. Nothing I say is gonna change your opinion. So why are we even talking about it? I don't want to talk about something I hate, and you shouldn't either. Okay, so there's that. All right, people who snap. Now, I'm guilty as charged of snapping at people. I've done a lot when I've had a really bad day that's been just compiling and compiling and compiling, or if they're being really annoying. But I've had people snap at me when I've done nothing wrong. I'll walk up to them and be like, oh, hey, can you tell me this? And I'll just be like, oh, rah, rah, rah. And they'll just snap at me. I'm like, why are you snapping at me? I've done nothing wrong to you. Why are you doing this? It drives me absolutely up the wall. Okay. Um, People forget over stupid stuff. Like if I was at robotics once and I left our fridge open for like 5 minutes when I was trying to pick out what I wanted, and they were like, "Oh my God, shut the fridge door! Shut the fridge door! It's a fridge door. If it stays open for 5 minutes, it's not gonna kill it. We have pop and water in our fridge. We have maybe dressing, maybe a ketchup bottle. That stuff is not gonna. It's pop and it's water. We store it in our regular place, in our gym that we have, which is like 500 degrees in the summer and like 3 degrees in the winter. It doesn't matter if the fridge stays open for 5 minutes, so calm your jets. Okay? So I think that's it, though that covers about everything. It was about 11 minutes, so sorry that I took about 30 minutes out of your life to watch this video. Not 30 minutes, probably like 20. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Subscribe if you like this. If you have anything that drives you crazy, let me know in the comments, and I can tell you about if I find that crazy too. That drives me crazy too. Hope I didn't offend anyone in this video. I really didn't need to. I just really needed to get out all of this stuff that's been driving me absolutely crazy because it's just been eating at me, and I just needed to get it out so I can be a happy person again. Next video I post will hopefully be a little bit happier and a little bit more lighthearted. I'll probably post one when I get back from my robotics competition in Indiana this weekend. It's a top 25, so it's really cool. So hopefully I'll have a fun, exciting video to post about that. That'll be a little bit happier than this psycho, crazy, freakout one. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope I didn't offend anyone. Please no negative comments about this. It's just my personal opinion. I know everyone has their own opinion. They're entitled. Please don't leave any hate comments. Thank you. Bye. I hope you have an excellent day, or night, or morning, and I hope it's splendiferous, and I hope you are having an amazing weekend. Thank you. Or day, week. I don't even know what day of the week it is. Okay, bye.